Good afternoon, Bear Cubs. It's Miss Glorious, and welcome back to my virtual classroom. How are you today? That's good. I'm doing great too. I miss you all so very much, but I'm so glad we have the opportunity to get together and do some fun activities. So for today, the activity that I have would be just reading to you. I think in my classroom, one of our favorite times was story time. During story time, we went on so many different adventures and we had such a good time diving into different books, using different vocabulary, expanding on those books, coming up with our different endings, making predictions on what we thought what would happen next. And so for today, I wanted to bring a little of that back to our virtual classroom. So the book that I have for today is called If Animals Said I Love You. And this is me and Big Boy Isaiah's one of his favorite books. It's our favorite book because, as you know, with your families love you and you love them. And I just think it's a great way to revisit that love. And you can do that through this book right here. So, are you ready? Let's get started. The title of this book is called If Animals Said I Love You. And the person that wrote the book, the author, is called Anne Whitefoot Paul. And the pictures are by David Walker. If animals said, I love you, like we do, the gorillas would pound their chests. I love you, my young one. Whippity whack. Can you pound your chest like a gorilla? That's how gorillas say I love you. The boa, which is a snake, the boa would hiss. Hatchlings, comes please. Time for a loving, squishy, hugging squeeze. Here's the boa. Lions and cousins would tussle and tumble, romp and roll in a joyful love jumble. If animals said I love you, like we do, gorilla would say it and offer a treat. Bamboo, little infant, yum, yum, eat. The secretary bird would would type with a claw feet. Love you. Warm, tender words like click, clack, beat. The cheetah would murmur love's soft purr and lick, lick, lick her sister's fur. Oh, how many cheetahs do you see? There are 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many birds do you see? 1. Nice job. Screaming spider, spinning his web, would write, I adore you, in a silky white thread. If animals said I love you like we do, the gorilla would say it and pat, pat her lap. Let me hold you close to my hairy arm wrap. The ostrich would strut his friends by his side, booming his love with his feathers spread wide. The impala would speak with a hippity leap. I love you, my grandchild, a hippity heap. The alligator would add a big tail swish and shower his brother splackety splish. If animals said, I love you like we do, gorilla and infant would smoocheroo, then rumble with happiness loud and deep. Sure of their love, they'd snuggle and sleep. The end, boys and girls. Thank you so much for listening. Again, this book is called If Animals Said I Love You. Now, before we go, I have a few questions for you. The first question is, what do you think about the book? Did you like the book, If Animals Said I Love You? Or did you not? And it's okay, either answer you give. You can tell your parents whether or not you like this book. Now, the second question that I have for you is, if you could pick to be any kind of animal, what would you be? And how would you say I love you to your family and friends? I noticed in our story the gorilla said I love you in two different ways. The first way was the gorilla slapped his chest to say I love you. And then the second way was in the end of the story, the gorilla pat their laps to say I love you. What would you do to say I love you if you were an animal? Yeah, that's cool, and that's a great. Let your families know what you would do. And families, if you could write down their ideas and their answers and then send them to me. I would love to hear from you guys, or even comment on the page below on what were their answers. So again, thank you so much for listening. I had so much fun reading this story to you. As always, it's always a pleasure spending this afternoon with you all. And please tune back in every week to see more fun videos, more exciting things to come. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye-bye.